Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your main man, Killer B. Dog, I wish Ron in general, you got a witch. I'm burning them up every damn time. First, where I get started, I thank all my supporters out there, and I like to thank all the people that joined the membership. And if you like to be a supporter, you know what I mean, get the cash out, any donation. Your ass to be on the list down there at the bottom of the screen. You know what I'm saying? So, and you get your you get your shine on every video and stuff. So, I got a topic today I wanted to talk about it's carrying over from last night's show, the end of last night's show actually, uh, with people with mental illness, or just people just ain't all there in the head, right? We know what type of people those are, and how they look for these groups, ideologies, and being fascinated with certain people, and to validate the things that are going on in their head, the fucked up things that are going on in their head, right? And it turns, it can turn into something very dangerous, right? And there's so many people that go fly under the radar with it until it's too late. We see this in other ways too. Like you could go, but actually it's kind of like the same thing. You see the problems with shootings in places like Chicago and major cities around the country, where you got these teenagers that are out there just killing people, just shooting people, right? For being from a certain side of town, or wearing a certain color, or you had a disagreement with them, and this person feels that they should take a person's life because of it, right? And everyone sees the signs. You see, you see Big Mama on the news saying, "Oh my baby said your baby was an animal, lady. Your baby." Oh, I'm gonna put the link up here. What's that? Hold on. Your baby was a goddamn animal, right? The whole neighborhood knew it. Your next door neighbor knew it, and a lot of times it's the people like your next door neighbor, your uncle, your aunt, your grandmama, and them. They know. Shit, I could have been told you this shit was gonna happen, but they never say anything. They let it ride until something happens, right? And a lot of these people should be held accountable. Even Big Mama, Big Grandmama, shit. She know the boy ain't had good sense, right? She know the boy out there shooting at people and stuff, and they're not saying anything. The little boy shoot. There was a case I did the show on it. A young man, I knew a member of his family, was killed at a birthday party. That was supposed to be for a little kid, ended up being for a teenager, right? And I come to find that these are community. I come to find out, not for the grapevine, for the person that did the party. I got in contact with the person that did the party. And I told him he could comment, he could come on the show and stuff. He was like, "No, I do a lot of things for the community and stuff." So you got people doing stuff for the community, right? And the people they hide their hands, right? I went off a little off track when I was talking about it for a second. But what's up, Nagy and Scary YT Streets? I'm gonna do some commentary on the video and stuff. I'm gonna drop my theme music by my main man Josh. Right, I'm gonna drop that real quick, and I'm gonna get my share on and be right back. I thought I had this thing loaded up already. Where we at? Where is that here? Maybe it's on my other StreamYard account. Yep, I think it's on the other StreamYard account. I'll be damned. second here. 1 second, y'all. Let's try to find the damn music here. Kind of list. Let's see if I can find it. I'll find something. I hear both of y'all was popped in. Give me 1 second. Downloads. You guys, iMac. Is this one here? Oh, duh. I hate this. All right. Let's see if I can find the song here. Seeing everything but the damn song. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, now where's finding the song? Got all the other songs. Here we go. Boom. Boom. All right, y'all. Give me 1 sec. Be right back. I'll let everybody else on the panel. I dropped the link in the chat. Anybody else want to hop on and chime in? Please do so. Links in the chat. Just give me 1 moment here. Where's the goddamn song now? Oh, it's uploaded into the thing. I guess gotta give me a minute. But let me get my share on and stuff. What's up, Nagy?
Not much. How you doing, man?
Good. So I wanted to talk about what we was talking about this morning and stuff. That guy that you hit me to.
Yeah, the guy that did the shooting in Finland. Yes, that dude.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know if he was talking, the video that I choose that he was talking about that guy. I believe he was. I don't think he said the person's name or he was talking about his screen name or something.
Yeah, he didn't mention his actual name because he didn't know it. If you're talking about the Amazing Atheist.
Right. And his what he said was pretty much right on point. It was really right on point. And it's about time that there's people out there just like me, that say, hey, look at this. Hey, this is a red flag. Hey, look at this motherfucker right here. This motherfucker ain't got no goddamn sense. He's going to be a danger to all of us. Somebody do something. I'm doing what I can. Somebody else might have the strength or the resources to do something else. Right? And we get this person on out of here. Either we get him help, we blacklist him so he don't get the type of attention that he's looking for. You know what I mean? Just like how a mass shooter and stuff, they'll do something because they want to be heard. They want to be heard. And what the news do, the news don't mention their name. Oh, should have aired. So I guess I won't play the music. So the error happened here. I don't know how, but that's what it did. So what's up, Sarah?
Hey, what's up? I'm still taking advantage of some of my time to be on mute.
Right out. So we can get right into this thing.
The fact that you were here before me surprises me because I thought I was running late.
Oh damn! Hey, you can beat me to my own live stream. So, so Nagy, real quick, like give us the the background on this guy, what happened. Then I'm gonna get into the video, do my little content.
So yeah, let me just get that up real quick. It's a tragic case because people lost their lives. I can't really screen share, I don't think, because on this computer it doesn't really seem to allow it. I'll just read off from the I'll get it and I'll just briefly give you a rundown on it.
Okay.
Because it really was a tragedy. I mean, people did lose their their lives. So we really can't, there's not much to laugh about here. But where it took place is called Jokela school shooting. Jokela High School in Jokela, Tuusula, Uusimaa, Finland. And the guy's name was Pekka Erik Alvinen. And what he did is he went in. He just came into the school with a gun. I mean, that's not normal for this country.
Right.
That's quite abnormal. But yeah, he walked in and just started shooting. He killed 8 people and wounded 1.
Wow.
Before shooting himself in the head.
Wow.
12 others were also injured by flying glass or sprained ankles, which, yeah, no jokes there. It's pretty messed up.
Yep. It's a shame. And the person had a background, or he had some specific interest, right?
Yeah, he was interested in violence, in death. He watched videos about things like the Tokyo subway attack, which I found kind of strange because that was done by a cult. He was fascinated by the Waco siege, which was another cult-involved incident. Just crazy stuff. It's really crazy that he also was into the Columbine massacre, which, if you guys remember anything about the Columbine massacre, that was probably one of the worst school shootings of like the 90s. Like before it became the norm of sorts, that was actually the one that everyone remembered. And if those two kids had gotten their way, the whole school would have blown up. Because they had bombs in there too. And they were even planning to hijack planes before 9/11.
Wow.
So the fact that this guy is interested in at least 2 cult incidents and 1 mass murder, which was like the biggest one of the time, tells me a lot about his character. It tells me that he's really a messed up person. And normally I wouldn't think that, but paired with what he did, it kind of amplifies it, makes it worse.
Yeah. And you said he had the interest in what was it called, the Shinrikyo cult?
The Shinrikyo, or the Tokyo subway gassing. Shinrikyo is the cult responsible. I've talked about them before. What they essentially did is they killed those people because they believed that certain people in Japan had to be killed in order to make them, stop sinning, or to, kill them for their own good, is essentially the way the cult looked at it.
That sounds real familiar.
So they believed that by killing people, which they called Poa, they were actually just releasing their souls. It wasn't like murder.
That sounds real familiar.
I know it does. It probably does. The name of the group is Supreme Truth, so
Just like the Hebrew Israelites.
I made a video. I made a video that was supposed to be a rhetorical question, but I said, "What's the difference between their supreme truth and yours?"
Huh.
Guess they'd say it's the Torah, but whatever. It's a cult that did monstrous things to people, and they did it more than once. It wasn't just the one Tokyo subway attack. They actually used gas. They killed a lawyer and his whole family, of course. So Shinrikyo is not a minor cult by any means. They were actually quite brutal, to the point where even criminal organizations were scared of these people. So that's a weird connection in this case.
Because they didn't go by no rule. Like, I can imagine how a criminal would be afraid. Because a criminal, they got a certain rule. Like, you know what I'm saying? And somewhere. And these people come out and let Fielding want to kill them. Like, not because he stole some money from them. Not because, you shot at their kids, not because of this or that and stuff. It'll be something that is totally on their side of what they think and how they feel. That they don't want to come kill you. Kind of like what Yahweh Ben Yahweh did. How he ridded the neighborhood of the drug dealers and prostitutes or whatever and stuff like that by murdering their damn ass. And the drug dealers like, damn, he don't even want to cut of the money. He don't want to cut of the money. Nothing. Like, this dude is coming out and just want to murder us. So, like, it's the cult idea, people don't really understand it. Just like how I spent 22 years in a cult. And to this day, after me repeating the doctrine and explaining the doctrine to people, and just go right over their heads. And God forbid, like, no saying, look, I didn't do nothing crazy. And you know what? If I would have did something crazy, none of the people that know me the whole time would have said, well, I didn't really see the signs and stuff. Telling you the signs the whole goddamn time. But
yeah. I just want to say, I just want to say that it's really strange that there was actually a cult connection in this, because that's not the norm.
Yeah,
like, you don't normally see a person do this but have like an interest in that kind of thing. But I think he was mainly interested in violence. That's what I think it was. But yeah, there's a lot to it. People can read about it. That's why I never get into some of the nitty-gritty details, but the cult connection definitely stood out to me. But yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's
and he went in with some brutality. I mean, he didn't really it wasn't like he just went in half baked. This guy was, he was disturbed, really disturbed.
He wanted to see blood.
Yeah, from what I'm reading, yes.
And once again, that's what we see. Well, the cult that I was in, bloodthirsty motherfuckers, bloodthirsty individuals that can't wait to see the downfall of their enemy and to be able to bathe in the enemy's blood.
Yeah, so this is a disturbing detail. He bust into the building, and then the students were trying to hide in the classrooms. So he started firing randomly, discharging his gun a total of 53 times in the corridors. At one point, he encountered the mother of a student as she was entering the school, but let her go. That's kind of weird, but whatever. She dodged a bullet that day.
Yep.
He then tried to enter a classroom, shooting 3 times through a barricaded door and hitting a student in the toe. He then traveled to the second floor and found 2 students sitting on a bench in a corridor. While one student escaped uninjured, the other was shot and killed. He began pouring 2-stroke engine fuel on the corridor walls and floors, but he wasn't able to ignite it. He then went to that's kind of funny. He wasn't even able to get the lid off.
Wow.
But yeah, just like that one thing where the girl was like, I can't even get the lid off. But yeah. She's trying to take the lid off the Tylenol or whatever to down the whole bottle.
Yeah.
But anyway, on a more serious note, this guy was crazy. Like,
and it's
people getting hurt.
Yeah, people getting seriously hurt. Seriously hurt.
So he went outside and he went back in and he did all this other crazy stuff. He was,
All right, let me start with this video. I'm going to show the after video first, and then I'm going to go back to his video before the guy did the act. There was more videos, but he took those other videos down. This is the only video that still remains up of the pre, you know what I'm saying? Like his thing on these people before the actual act happened. But I'm going to play the afterwards, the video he made after the event happened. Because he's been warning people the whole time about this guy. And nobody wanted to listen. And like he said too, he seems like a person that's a joker like me, that act the fool, loud. You know what I'm saying? The wild and crazy, and like a lot of yelling and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I am when I get charged up. But he was like, he's kind of serious and talking normal. And like, he's showing these people these warning signs, giving the people the resources of what you should do, what might be the best thing to do. Like, tell these people should be investigated, right? And we're gonna get into it. Let's play the first one first. Let me get into this thing here. All right. Here we go.
Today, I am vindicated.
Shout out to the Amazing Atheist.
But I don't feel good about it. And you could probably tell that I'm not happy about my vindication. Because it was something that I warned you would happen. Something that I told you to be mindful of. And you didn't. You weren't mindful of it. You criticized me for it. Many of you said that I was being a bully, that I was picking on people.
See? Same thing I get. You harsh. She too harsh. You too harsh, Sean. And how many times I told y'all, I said, watch, another one gonna happen. Watch. And we'll come down the line, another one.
Look, that's why you're glad my phone was on mute, because earlier when you was going in, I was like, now, remember, don't be too harsh.
See? Let's go.
Well, one of those poor little picked on morons decided that he was going to go to a school and shoot up his class. And he killed 8 people, including his principal. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the YouTube user, formerly known as Natural Selector 89, and also Skirm Guy 89, decided to go on a little killing spree down in Finland and shoot up his classmates a little bit. Now, I warn you guys that these social Darwinist kids who idolized Eric Harris and don't believe Wolverine dangerous, and I got the videos right from there to prove it. I warned you. I went specifically head-to-head with this very kid who committed this act. I made videos directed exactly at him.
Pause real quick.
Yeah.
But you do see what I was saying last night about when he referred to himself. He was the caveman, and then look whose theory he's using when he refers to the black people.
There you go.
I just find that very peculiar. But go ahead.
Yep.
I just wanted to point that out just in case, I needed to help guide people's eyes there. Go ahead.
And I had to go look it up. I was like, social Darwinism, what the fuck is that? And I went look. I was like, well, goddamn. Unreal. But I keep saying it. Even stuff that I don't even understand. Like I said, I didn't know what the fuck social Darwinism was. But you see me talking about it. And showing the proof that these people are following these type of things and or taking a lot of these methodology, doctrines, whatever you want to call it, and they'll twist it or they'll take it the way it is, the way somebody put it. It could be another weirdo that make up something and they're like, yeah, that's right, and that's how I feel, and they'll grab onto it. Just like we see last night with the dude from the Netherlands. Max, Latarius. That's not his real name, Latarius.
I've changed it to LaMilton. He's now LaMilton.
LaMilton.
He's LaMilton now.
But we came to a conclusion that his idea that the Hebrew Israelites are the black people in America are the true Hebrew Israelites, and that the white people are the Edomites or Esau and stuff, and that he's supposed to be evil, that he's supposed to reject God or whatever, stuff like that, right? And we came down to, I'm like, do you take medication? Oh boy, froze up. I said, do you supposed to be taking psych meds? And it came out of left field on him, and it put him on the spot. And he became very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Now, because, these people go undiagnosed. And I did a little research this morning and saw that his country didn't even get mental health help. There were no mental health physicians in his country until 86. Until 1986. They had nobody to handle crazy people until 1986.
Yeah, that's 1 year before I was born. That's crazy.
Yeah. So how many people have gone down the line undiagnosed and all that shit, and that's probably still going undiagnosed because, many people don't believe it and go into a straight psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever. They don't believe it. They don't want people to know that they crazy or need some type of mental help. I guess I'm being a little harsh and they're crazy. Right? And I said, I'm going to push the envelope a little bit more. I said, are you lashing out because of your mental illness? Have you found something to validate your mental illness? Let's see who this is here. That's Chicka Powell ass again. All right, let's go.
Lecter is a subpar human, directed right at the man or the boy who would eventually on this very day become another mass murderer in the tradition of the people that you have allowed him to hearify. I don't have any answers for you. A lot of people want me to make some kind of big comment about it. I don't really have anything to say. I mean, he was nice to me towards the end of our relationship, which was very tenuous. He wrote me a few times. I ignored him because I felt like I had already done that. I felt like I had already said my piece about him, and I didn't really have anything else to say. Right before he went on his shooting rampage, he sent me and I said, I apologize for all the past hostilities between us.
Now, I wonder why. Because he was the only one that tapped into who that kid really was. Just like I told the other boy earlier on the show. Not the one we talking about, but the other boy earlier on in the show. I said, you don't like the way the things that I say because I probably sound just like your parents. Telling you something for your own good, but you smelling yourself and you think you know everything. I'm like, motherfucker, I could make you. I could have made you. Literally. And somehow these people will lash out and they know you right, just like with me. They can't come over here because I hurt their feelings. Because they'll argue if y'all seen it plenty of times, it's only the dumb, unknowing people that come over here. In the beginning, they all will come over here. You don't see none of them now. I'm the one they supposed to be fighting. I'm the one they supposed to be arguing with. I'm the one that the power, the most high that they got, supposed to be whipping my ass on my show. You notice they don't come over here because they want to avoid me. Why? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. The way I might not be articulate with it, I might not be able to use smooth words or you know what I'm saying? Use tact. But I'm going to get so deep and so raw with it that you can't stand it no more. Go ahead.
Kuth. It's Kuth. I was struggling to find the mute button. Remember Kuth? You ain't got no Kuth.
Who? What you said?
Kuth. You don't have any Kuth.
Kuth. Know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why they don't be up over here. They'll peek their head in the window. They peek through the window, but they ain't stepping up in here. Because I already know why they act where they act. I know why you're here. I know something went on with you. Something happened to you. Let's get back to old boy.
And I thought to myself at the time, that's very nice. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why you're suddenly apologizing to me, but thank you. And I guess he was apologizing because he knew he was going to be dead. Actually, he's not dead. He tried to kill himself. He tried to blow his brains out. Apparently, he failed. I'm sure he has brain damage. He'll probably spend the rest of his life in. If he does live, he'll probably spend the rest of his life fucking sitting there, lying in a fucking pile of his own shit with bed sores. He'll probably die of an infected bed sore.
Yeah, he worse than me.
Twice. That's his great heroic fucking end. He'll just die in the next few hours. Doesn't really matter. He's dead for all intents and purposes, whether he survives or not. It's pretty unlikely that he doesn't have fucking brain damage. I don't know who the people who killed him are yet. None of the articles have shown the victims or talked about them.
Let's stop that here for 1 second, too. And Nagy hit me this because I forgot all about it. Darrell, what was the last? Darrell Brooks. This dude, he's gangster black power rapper, doing all this shit, gonna beat his girlfriend up the day of the fucking killings, and decide to drive his truck over all these white people at a Christmas parade. Right? He goes to court. He think he a goddamn Moor. And where was the Moors? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I ain't see one person in the audience in the courtroom wearing one of them goddamn fezzes. Same me and Nagy talked about it, right, Nagy? We brought up Corin Gaines. I did a video. Look up Corin Gaines. Check out my channel. Search my channel for Corin Gaines. You're going to see that beautiful black woman, beautiful, fall under that bullshit. And she obviously had a mental issue. Something was wrong with her in her head. And she wants to fight the police and got a kid in the middle, a little 3-year-old kid. Ended up getting shot because of her foolishness. And the cops smoked her motherfucking boots. Smoked her boots. She in the hole right now, rotting. Why? Behind some stupid ass ideology, some stupid ass cult called the Moorish Science Temple. That telling people that they Moorish nationals.
Yeah. It's even worse than that.
Taxes. They ain't gotta have no driver's license.
Yeah, it's worse than that. It gets them pulled over by the police, and then if not killed, it gets them, in legal trouble. And then when they end up in court, they try that monkey crap.
Yup. Yup. And that what this fool did, Darrell Brooks in the courtroom. And that shit didn't work out for him at all. At all. They didn't entertain that bullshit at all. And know what happened when they read his sentence? They read the verdict? That bitch ass nigga with all those tattoos on his eyebrow. And he, like they said back then, 2 cuts in your eyebrow trying to wild out. Know what I'm saying? Oh, I thought you were wild.
He started crying because that's what he did at the that's what he did at the beginning of the trial. He started crying.
Crying. I don't know why this messed up.
He was crying for himself. That's what he was crying for. He was crying because and then he had the Bible out and he was reading it and he was pretending like he cared about that book. NIV too. That's the part that I really find amusing was the NIV.
Yep. Unreal.
So I'm confused. I thought the Moors like looked at the Quran, or did they look at both?
No, he was trying that whole. He wasn't doing the Moorish thing. He was doing the sovereign citizen thing, which is like.
Oh, okay.
It's a bigger thing than just that.
Okay, so okay, got you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all pretty much the same shit, but like, yeah.
Whatever you need to get you by.
Decided that he was going to go to.
What'd you say?
I said whatever you need to. I said whatever you need to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about you standing on what you feel is right. It's whatever you need to get you through it. You understand? Like to use the system in finesse. Like to me, it's bullshit. Like no, like just play.
Yep.
Ignore me.
Yep. He played his ass. I wonder what the sentence is gonna be. I didn't hear the sentence, but I know when they were reading that guilty verdict, they were just reading it over and over and over. Homeboy had his head down, hiding his eyes in his mask, and they're gonna wipe a tear, bitch ass. You're gonna wipe a tear. But you was hard before when you were driving over them kids, over them old people. You was hard. Beat your girl up. You was hard then.
School and shoot up his class.
I got to jump
and
ahead.
He killed 8 people, including his prince.
I got to jump ahead.
Down in Finland. Idolized Harris. The old were dangerous. I got the videos right fucking there. I don't really have anything to say. I mean, he was nice to me towards the end of the and I thought to myself at the time, that's very nice. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why you're apologizing to me, but thank you. And I guess he was apologizing because he knew he was going to be dead. Actually, he's not dead, but he tried to.
But you see, the apology came from him. But what about all them other people and shit that were trying to back his ass up? They still gunning for the idea. And he know the people that was following him was dumb as shit. But just like Evel Knievel, you can't disappoint the crowd. You just can't. You ever see the Evel Knievel thing when he jumped what was that? The Caesar's fountain or some shit? He jumped his motorcycle jacked up. He jumped the thing and slid all through the parking lot. Hit a pole and spun off the pole like a pinball machine. He was like, well, it was like, that everything wasn't right. You say, but why did you say, I just couldn't disappoint the crowd.
Himself. He tried to bring his points out. Apparently failed.
And a lot of these people set all of y'all up. They'll try to justify their BS, right? Really want to kill they don't like themselves and don't want to be here no more. But they'll make a movement of people to follow them. So when they do decide to murk themselves, somebody else can keep them alive. Keep their name alive. when they don't even care about the people that's trying to keep their name alive. Just like we know Mr. Nasty doing the same thing. Mr. Nasty don't want to be here. Mr. Nasty does not want to be here. But he'll go out and destroy as many lives as he can before one day he decides to get on out of here. And he know the stupid people that was following him will be like, oh, Judah, he was a man in the Torah. And he wasn't none of that. He didn't care about that book. And you was too stupid not to realize that.
I'm sure he has brain damage. He'll probably spend the rest of his life in. If he does live, he'll probably spend the rest of his life fucking sitting there, lying in a fucking pile of his own shit with bed sores. He'll probably die of an infected bed sore after an orderly forgets to turn him once or twice.
Yo, he brutal. Yo, me and him, we gotta have a competition. He brutal like me.
You know, that's his great
he's pretty brutal, but he can be funny too.
In the next few hours.
What's funny is he has a Patreon, so you can jump on one of his lives.
Whether he survives or not, it's pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you donate, you might be able to
it's
jump
more
on.
people that's coming up there. A lot of people that used to sit right here next to me on my show. Now, like I said last night, you wouldn't even believe how many people sat next to me. Hey, Killer B, you ever thought about making a cult? You should say, fuck all of this and just start a cult. And guess what? They're doing now. One of them, you know who he is, Mr. Harris. Don't like himself, really don't like himself, because he sit there and just lie on top of lie, on top of lie, on top of lie. Sit there and just pushing false information. Know the information is false.
And
He
by
sit
the
there
way,
and try to disrupt this.
and by the way, I'm still blocked over there. You got to keep that in mind. He blocked me for no reason.
Yep. And they won't say our names. Why? Because we sit over here, we telling the truth. Not the truth. We telling the truth. Not the truth.
Yeah, not the truth. Not the truth. Nothing but the truth.
Yup. And they can't face us. You wonder why they'll talk about the most, like old Mr. Nasty say, the most tomato can ass motherfuckers on YouTube. And we'll be right in their face. Like old Dirty said, up in your face like wood. And they back their behinds on up. They close the curtain. They lock the door. I'm right here. I don't go nowhere. I'm right here.
Pretty unlikely that he doesn't have fucking brain damage. I don't know who the people he killed are yet. None of the articles have shown the victims or talked about who they were. Also, there's the matter of a Finnish TV channel talking about his friends on YouTube, and they showed a picture of me apparently as if we were tight, close pals. Obviously, they never watched any of my videos directed towards this kid where I basically rip him the fuck apart. And also, I could kind of already see people blaming me to some extent, which is, utterly ridiculous, trying to say that because I was mean to him, it forced him to this act. This guy was always talking about this shit, and I think really after his girlfriend left him, his girlfriend is another user here on YouTube, but I'll leave her statements to her. After that, I think he fucking lost it, and he just decided he was going to live out his little testosterone fantasy. The really sad thing is that he felt bad for even arguing with me. I mean,
why? Because he was hurt the whole time. He was dealing with his demons the whole time. And he had to make something to make him feel good about himself. Just like Mr. Nasty. How many times Mr. Nasty done threatened to kill us? My nine Ninas, I'm going to shoot you up. I'm going to pistol whip you. Ain't going to do nothing. You see that man legs? Mr. Nasty don't weigh about a $104. Talking about doing something to somebody. And we'll sit there and try to set other people up for failure. Yo, somebody need to go stab one of them niggas over there in Chicago, that Chicago GMS camp. Somebody need to go over there and stab them. The hype of knowing one of these little flunky members live right in that area. Not Chicago, I forgot what state it was. But St. Louis or something like that. That's one of the little nigglets that down with them live at. They try to pump them up. They close enough to go out there and try to do it. And I've heard people on this channel say, we put in that work for you, Judah. And y'all sit there and you niggas and niggerettes sit right over there and entertain him. You'll entertain him. Entertain them. And this is stuff that I see mostly black people do. I don't really see too many white people do stuff like this. Just like if somebody gets shot in the hood.
Right.
Stuff,
listen, they might still be entertained. They might just not be making themselves noticeable either too. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. They want to be noticed. They'll look at him. Oh, I could get some kind of validation. I could get some attention if I go over there and stuff. But this, like I said, like people in the hood get shot, all of a sudden, everybody know the shooter. Oh, that's my boy that did that. Want to be associated with something. And it's sick. It's sickening. It's sickening.
He felt bad about our arguments. So that shows you that he can look back upon his actions with regret. So you know,
but it's over now.
Show you that he wasn't
it's a shame we gotta go through this. But it's over now.
Whole fucking bad. And we shouldn't turn him into a monster. And we shouldn't turn him into a hero. We need to think of him as exactly what he was. A pathetic fucking teenager who didn't know that what he was doing was wrong. Who had no fucking idea about right or wrong at the time. Who was just
a lot of times it's the parents. I was just talking to her earlier today, right? We were talking about little Milton, little Terriers, the real Terriers. I said his grandmama was talking all that shit. When I ain't gonna buy you no damn chicken wings at the store, and it's her because of her. He acted like this.
Okay, first of all, it's not because of her, but let's just keep it 100. That when he was 18 and got charged as an adult for carjacking, she had no comment that she was going to pray for him. So can we big up her for that? At least she didn't say not my Milton.
The praying ain't get up for that. The praying comes with action.
Listen, what I'm saying is
praying comes with action. That's like having some kind of disease and the doctor.
Okay, but my point is,
at least that's the last shit she's supposed to do.
Listen, at least she's praying
that's
for him and not
like an example. I'm about to take my belt off. I'm about to take my belt off. I'm about to take my goddamn belt off and shit. But it's just like it's just like the scriptures say, right? Now, if you did somebody wrong and you gotta apologize, like you want forgiveness. See, above this, ask God, he'll do some wicked stuff. Ask God for forgiveness and think it's all good. And then go out and do it to somebody else. and just say, "Oh, I repent for my sins." No, you have to clear up your sin. You have to go and right the wrong that you did. Then you could go to the Most High and ask for forgiveness. You just don't go and ask the Most High for forgiveness and leave the nigga you done did dirty. No, it don't work that way.
That's not what Jesus told me. Jesus said all I gotta do is accept him into my heart.
But he also I ain't gonna get into that. That's gonna take us another road. But
please don't, because I was joking.
All right. So not by Jesus, right? And that's what they said. Not by Jesus. So this woman praying while her son out here, grandson out here, nephew, uncle, niece, whatever, out here praying on motherfuckers. And said, I'm just going to pray for him. Just like the little boy that got shot, I think that was in Chicago, a little Hispanic kid. His mom was like, well, I'm at work. I don't know what he doing. Lock his motherfucker. Put cameras. You working, you put a camera in your motherfucking house. If you see that little nigga walk out that door, you call the police. You get alerted right on your phone when that little nigga walk past the camera and turn that camera on. You call police like, my son, he's 14. It's 12, it's 11 o'clock at night. He just snuck out the house. Go get him. And you know what? The cop ain't gonna be aggressive with that kid like that. Rather than somebody else calling the cops and saying this kid out here walking around on the street. They rolling up aggressive because they don't know what they dealing with. But when the parent tell the cop, like, yo, my son just ran away from home. My son just we got in an argument and he took off. They're going to have a totally different attitude because they already know what the situation is. Now, if he just happened to pull out a gun, that shit changed everything up and shit. But it's crazy. Like, the parents got to take some type of responsibility. Look, I'll tell you, like, I know people with their kids, 3, 4 years old, look you right up, look a grown nigga in his face and say, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. And give you the middle finger and everything. Guess what? The parents would be right there not saying a goddamn word. On the bus today, the lady got her kids standing up on the seat on the bus. And y'all know how the bus hit the brake and shit. Your ass can fly all the way out the front windshield of the goddamn bus from the back of the motherfucking bus. Hit the brake so goddamn hard. The little boy could have fell, broke his goddamn neck. And who they would have been blaming? The bus driver. When the little nigga should have been sitting down on the motherfucking seat. This little boy are gonna reach out and put his finger right on his white man's lip, sitting next to him. And the parent didn't say a goddamn thing. Then I saw him get off the bus, right? I saw him get off. And all the traffic, the cars there, she got her back turned to the little boy. The little boy is probably only about 3, 4 years old, maybe. 4 at the most. Because the little boy was still in the stroller.
Yo,
ain't paying no attention. He can walk right. Huh?
Yo, that's messed up. That's not even the way it's supposed to be. That's not
even
right.
parenting.
That's not how a parent.
You got your baby. The boy was literally about 10 feet away from her, closer to the street than he was from her. She got her back turned, and she got a baby in a baby, the car seat. She carrying a car seat with a baby in it, in a stroller with the little badass little boy. Gonna turn her back, got the baby on the ground, got her back turned, trying to put on her jacket and all this stuff, and got the boy behind her. Not even looking over her shoulder. Like, keep your ass over here. Don't go nowhere. Know what I'm saying? That's bad parenting. And then when the little niggas start going out there doing shit, guess what? It's going to be the same thing. And when something happens, they don't want to blame somebody else. Let's go.
Too fucked up to understand the consequences of his actions in any real way. Thank you.
My man. All right, let's get to this next clip here. He had like 4 videos and shit. Only one of them worked. Wrestling was down.
I made a video a while back about Cho Sung-yu and the shootings at Virginia Tech. I warned people that...
Now, this is videos before that dude did it. So he's telling you about other motherfuckers, too.
The reason that mass murderers like Cho Sung-yu and Eric Harrison kill so many people is because they want to become celebrities. They want to be made heroes. And a lot of people misinterpreted that statement as me saying that they were heroes. And Jesus Freak 777 on this big spiel about how that's not true. But I'm going to link you to the journal of Eric Harris, also known as Reb. And you can read his journal entries. And his journal was written not for himself, but for the world to read after he carried out his acts. He knew that he would become famous.
What the fuck I just did?
Today.
My bad.
I mean, I warn people that the reason that mass murderers like Cho Sung-yu and Eric Harrison kill so many people is because they want to become celebrities. They want to be made heroes. And a lot of people misinterpreted that statement as me saying that they were heroes. And Jesus Freak 777 on this big spiel about how that's not true. I'm going to link you to the journal of Eric Harris, also known as Reb. And you can read his journal entries. And his journal was written not for himself, but for the world to read after he carried out his acts. He knew that he would become famous. And it says as much in that journal. All you have to do is read it and you'll see quite a few things about it. You'll see, first and foremost, that he was an egomaniac, which is obvious.
I want to stop right here, too, because I just thought about something. Like with the Daryl Brooks thing, and like what he's saying here is that he want to be a hero. He want people to see him, and we see that here. Like I don't know, I lost my thought. Let me keep
egomaniac because you have to believe that you are above other people. They are prey. He
realized God chosen you. Out of all nations on the face of the earth, the nations are like a drop from a bucket, like a dust on the scale, counting as nothing. How do you think that make a crazy person feel when you tell them God chose them? And that you get in the scripture said, my sheep, the what is it? The ox knows his master's care. No, that's the one.
Yeah. My sheep hear my voice.
Right. There you
it,
go.
Yeah.
My sheep hear my voice.
What it does is it makes a person who already has feelings of low self-importance, low self-esteem. They hear that, and all of a sudden they get a boost.
Yeah. And now they really gunning for it. That's like a nerd that never had a girl all of a sudden get a girlfriend. That motherfucker brand new. New. You can't tell that motherfucker shit. The girl give him some, he brand fucking new. You can't tell that motherfucker nothing.
Just like that, just like Scarface. You know, have you ever seen the movie Scarface?
Yeah.
A guy was like an immigrant, comes to America with nothing, and then becomes somebody through selling cocaine.
Yep.
Just like
and
that.
Killing you.
Yeah, killing people too. Yeah.
Infatuated with the idea of becoming famous. He never actually said that outright, but you can infer it from the context of certain other. If you read the thing that in mind, I'm sure you'll see what I'm talking about. He was not very bright. And that seems to be the thing where everyone diverges. A lot of people seem to think he was a very smart guy, and he was above average intelligence. He was of above average intelligence.
Just like last night when the little boy wanted to tell me, son, I told him, like, bro, I'm like twice your age. And he started talking about, well, I got my own business. And no. You ain't got no experience in life. You can be smart as hell. That's how I was a little kid. Grown ass people still call my grown ass people call me, asking me what I call stupid ass questions. Because they called me from a smartphone and they can get the answer just like I'm going to get the answer sitting there on my phone listening to your dumb ass and get the answer. Now I got to tell it to you when you could have did it yourself. But you're too slow. Like, nigga, you smart. How you get so smart, nigga? But I can't tell that old motherfucker about no life experience shit. There's older people when I was in my 30s told me shit that was going to happen when I was 40. And I'll be damned. It was like the day I hit 40. I see the shit. I'm like, goddamn, this some bitch was right the whole goddamn time. Shit, my parents told me I'm a little kid. I think I know every fucking thing. Smart as a whip. Smart as a whip. I know all about all types of technology and shit. I was programming and everything in the 80s. My parents don't even know how to type on the goddamn keyboard. To this day. And they telling me shit. I'm looking at them. Your ass don't even know how to use the keyboard. And I'll be damned if I'm 40-something years old now and don't see that everything they goddamn ass is telling me was fucking on point.
He was a good student. He seemed to understand some philosophical ideas.
One thing I was laughing about the other day, and they just say, Dad just say, you so smart, you don't know the length of your nose. Or I've heard people say, you so smart till you're stupid.
That's a good one. The first one is actually a pretty good one. I like that.
Yup. So smart, don't even know the name left of your nose, boy.
That's funny.
You wouldn't be able to grasp. A lot of people are older than not grasp. But it's very clear that he is nowhere near as intelligent as he fancies himself.
See?
And it's very clear that he knows it, and it frustrates him to no end. And if you look at the choice of victims in the Columbine massacre, one of the students that they killed was being considered for valedictorian. There was another 15-year-old kid they shot, I think, who was a member of the debate team, getting straight A's in school. They targeted smart people. They targeted people who had happy social lives, who had artistic talent, who had athletic talent. They didn't just target jocks. I don't know where that misconception comes from.
And I've said that on my show. I thought that's pretty much what they targeted also. I've said that in my show recently, like with the last couple months or so.
They targeted everyone. It was indiscriminate killing. They planned on blowing up the school, for fuck's sake. They wanted to beat Timothy McVeigh's record. Let's be thankful they were so incompetent. But you know what? Case for why Aaron Dillon fucking nuts. Read his diary. That's all you have. Just read the diary. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you can get through it, because it is really poorly written. He has no understanding of syntax whatsoever. Grammar is atrocious. He can't punctuate. He can't spell. He makes excuses for his own poor story. What I thought was interesting about Eric actually was he had a very self-deprecating sense of humor. He seemed to have a sort of sadistic relationship with himself. he was very abusive towards himself. Even
Did we experience that last night? Oh, girl, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
That's incredibly spooky. That's really spooky, man.
Yeah. It's self-hate. They really hate themselves, but want to put themselves on a pedestal, but they really hate themselves. They know who the fuck they are.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about that dude. I was saying it's so weird that he hated himself that much.
Yep.
Well, also too, it's not just like a self-hate too. It's also like, okay, so it could be like they feel bad, but then there could be another side of them too that like the bad but then feel guilty because, you know. So there's different levels to the self-hate.
even when he was inflating his own ego, it was not out of sense of parody. There was definitely a hint of satire in what he was saying. And I probably would have liked him if I had known him. I'm sure he probably would have liked me. I probably would have slapped some sense when he was my ass. But
wait, did I just fuck up the speculation?
No. But
I
not
don't
really to talk about them because they were obviously people that were pushed to some kind of edge. And that's really the fault of everyone, not just them. You know, the primary blame, of course, lies with the people who actually commit the acts. Each individual owns themselves. But there's definitely societal reasons for what they did. And I want to talk about these kids, not just kids, but adults too, who seem to stole Eric here on YouTube. I'll link to all of their profiles once again, so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. They're not. Well, they're just really dumb. They're just incredibly stupid. It's really kind of sad to watch them try to justify themselves. A lot of them believe what they call social Darwinism or survival of the fittest, and they always are Darwin as their hero. Here's a name that I've never seen on any of their pages, though. Herbert Spencer. For those of you who don't know who Herbert Spencer is, and it's a shame that there are many of you, he was the originator of the idea that we now know as social Darwinism. He was the coiner of the phrase, survival of the fittest. Yet I never see his name on any of these people's pages who supposedly believe in social Darwinism, who supposedly believe in survival of the fittest. And I think there's a very good reason for that. It's because they have no idea what they're fucking talking about. They haven't done their homework whatsoever. They embraced a scary idea because they knew it would make them scary. They wanted attention. Well, I'm giving it to them. I have no compunctions about giving it to them. I hope they get a lot of attention. I hope I'm not the type of person who would report these profiles to the FBI, or to a law enforcement agency. And I don't think most of them should be, but there's a few that probably would warrant some sort of investigation. And I'm not the person who would report them, but if you are, by all means do so, because some of these people...
He being honest. He being honest. And more people should start doing that. Because it saves lives. Because a motherfucker be in your face talking about save lives, Black Lives Matter, all this other shit. And they'll let a motherfucker with some crazy... You know this motherfucker about to kill somebody. They won't say nothing. They won't say a goddamn thing. But talk about it afterwards. Child, I remember. You remember when he said that on that video? I knew he was gonna do something. So guess what?
Yeah,
You just put blood on your head.
What's super crazy is that Black Lives Matter is basically a cult too.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
I mean, I want someone to tell me that I'm lying. I want someone to tell me that I'm lying about that because I know that someone out there just got mad hearing me say that.
Yup.
They're gonna get mad at me just like they got mad at you with saying Coolio was better off dead.
Yup. And saved his family, saved his kids from a whole bunch of bullshit. Saved his family and kids. Imagine what Coolio would have did, joining, buying some land, taking his little bit of money and shit. And I can say they got a little bit of money and shit, but what had. And buying some land for some goddamn Dane Calloway and moving on that shit with his kids. Next thing you know, they're gonna have the stocks for motherfuckers that want to act up. They're gonna be beating the dog shit out of the motherfucking kids. And then there's somebody gonna be dead. Now what? Now everybody gonna want to move up out of that motherfucker and disassociate themselves from that shit. Or you get the nigga and shit that really been in the bushes the whole time, gonna try to swoop down and take the remaining coke flunkies and get them to follow him.
Yeah, because I was
get
gonna
him
say,
some land.
I was gonna say, isn't his work plagiarized anyway? So it came from somebody else.
Yeah, this is shit. What? They ain't no work. That nigga's straight idiot.
Listen, you know what I mean. Listen, you know what I mean.
Everything he say is speculation. It's stupidity and poor scholarship. That's his whole shit. We can put a Dane Calloway video right now, and I show you from beginning to end. That shit is fucking foolery. It's so laughable. It's doing the same shit, like I said with the boy last night, right? I'm saying you making claims, but you're not proving it or showing.
Nagir, is that you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
No, I was just, I heard noise and I assumed it was you because.
Yeah, it's me. I think his internet died. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's again. That's why I assumed. That's why I asked if it was you. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Nagir, like when he first came on, like you have to understand, like I was really trying to, like understand him. I wasn't really trying to hang on every word and hear what he was saying. But like towards the end, like I caught, I'm fully aware of what he's like. I was suspicious, but then I'm like fully aware because now I'm like catching it. So I had to make sure that I went back and listened to it again. Yo, I'm mad at myself. I couldn't pick up on it from the beginning, from exactly the beginning, because he was doing it from the beginning. Like that was a new one to me.
So what was I doing?
No, not you. The our friend LaMilton.
Oh yeah, that guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought Killer B was trolling me, like for real.
Y'all ain't gotta sit there and wait for me to come back and say something.
No, I literally just went on. I literally just went on mute. We were talking.
Yeah, we were just talking about something sort of. But...
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me put it back on here. There we
go. Facing the authorities about their beliefs on these matters would be just fine by me. Now, I should make it clear, now that I've said that you're free to make anyone you want into a hero. This is a country where one of the greatest things about this country is that you can admire Adolf Hitler or you can hate black people.
Yep.
And I know that it's strange to say that's one of the best things about our country, but the very fact that we have those freedoms, even though most of us do not want to use them, is what makes our country so strong. Because we allow our nut jobs to say whatever they want.
Yep.
We say, well, you know what? We're strong enough to ignore those motherfuckers. We don't have to la 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 la. But when someone starts talking about how they admire Eric and Dylan, you have to wonder if they might not be potential dangers. And I think they should investigate those potential dangers. Not go to jail, of course, not be charged with anything. But I think that, you know, those people are the kind of people you want to be keeping your eye on.
Yep.
We're always talking about warning signs. Could we have seen it coming? Well, you know what? If you want to look for warning signs, there they are. Those are your fucking warning signs. Investigate those fucking people. Because if anyone is like, you know, I think that you know. It's really hard. It's really hard to know where to draw the line, though. It's such a dangerous thing that I'm advocating here, and I understand that. Because on the one hand, if you take it too far, then everyone who plays violent video games, everyone who likes
right, and I've said that many times on this channel. It got to be some way, some kind of solution that we can have without losing our freedom of speech or freedom of religion and stuff. Like I said right on the show, I said I don't give a fuck if you worship this flying spaghetti monster. But when you start talking about the flying spaghetti monster said that we the supreme beings on the earth and that one day we got to kill all of y'all. That's a problem.
Violent movies, everyone who is even just fascinated by violent people. Not admiring them, just fascinated by them. And I happen to be among them. I happen to be someone who is fascinated by events like Columbine, fascinated by serial killers, fascinated by things like that. And I understand the mindsets of those people. I've been in mindsets where I felt like I could go on a fucking rampage.
Yep.
But there is that point, I think, where someone crosses a line. And it's not all of those people. It's a few of them. And I'll put the ones that I think warrant some investigation on the top. Because, you know, Robin McVeigh, for instance, will go around threatening to shoot people. She threatened to shoot me. Several people on MySpace have come to me and told me that she threatened them on MySpace. She makes a habit.
You see this? And this video from 2007. I like to find out who that person is and shit. But me and Nagy have been subject to this shit. The same shit. We just talked about it. You should be shot. Chris Harris said I should be shot in my head.
Wow, that kind of makes me
more than once.
Yeah, it's crazy. I see Chris Harris, and he's nuts. I mean, remember what I told you about what he said to me?
Yeah, repeat it for the people. Let the people know.
Yeah. I just want to keep this in the minds of the people because they need to understand what kind of person Chris Harris is. He's the one that called me an N-word lover. He called me Neggy N-word lover.
Yep.
I was sitting there like, did I really just hear that? Did I just hear?
Yep. So what that make him? Automatically, that makes him somebody that's out to. So if he says that and you go to his channel and look at what he trying to tell people to follow, that tells you right there that he don't got the people in his best interest, and you best to watch or research the things that he trying to teach you to know that they're false. See, people gotta make sense, and when people talk, you gotta listen to what the fuck they just said. When somebody just came in, why scary white t-shirts be in and out of this motherfucker and shit. All right.
Because I ain't shit and I'm multitasking, I'm hitting buttons.
Crazy, yo.
Going around threatening to shoot. It's something she does. That's someone who warrants an investigation. When she admires Timothy McVeigh, she admires the Columbine kids. She admires. She has this series of videos on her channel called Evil Men Throughout History. Because obviously she admires all of them as well. Most of these people have admiration for Hitler and so on and so forth. When you start admiring all those people and you go out and make threats. I think that should set off some red flags.
Absolutely. It's the reason why they like those people. It's the reason why they want to research and talk about those people. Like old little Milton last night, Mr. Max from the Netherlands. He kept bringing a lot of people like that.
I think you know. There does come a point where we have to say, how free do we really need to be in this instance? Do we really want people to have freedom to make threats against other human beings? I'm willing to give up that freedom personally for my own safety. And maybe you're not. And I'd like to open a discussion about this because I can see how someone would be totally disgusted with Columbine or any of those massacres, totally against what I'm saying right now. And part of me is against it, but I've been thinking about it all day long.
What you saying?
Yeah, but I need people to understand that that can't be possible, because in order for you to have people who like stand up against like the wrong thing, they have to feel like some type of like boldness, courageous, so that's why you're always knowing that you're able to say whatever you want to say. So you can't really put a hindrance on it. I'm just saying, like, you really can't. But so you can't even say that. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I gotta get this stupid shit out the chat. I'm trying.
That's somebody said that's a good thing.
I'm pretty sure that's the conclusion I've come to. Let me know what you think. I definitely want to have a discussion about this one. Please leave video responses and get my views way the fuck up there. Amazing Atheist. Sorry for being so reserved. I meant to come on here and scream at you. I don't know why I'm being so calm. I guess it's because I've just been seething anger and disgust all day, and I feel like being an entertainer right now.
It gets like that.
Anyway, Amazing Atheist. Peace. The fuck. Out.
Yep. Here we go. There you have it. So, like I said many times, where do we go? What's up, Shamian? I see you up here. And the time and time again, we keep seeing it. Time and time again, we keep seeing that shit. Time and time again. And it's going to keep happening. And guess what? Killer B will be still reporting on that motherfucking shit. And I'm going to start laughing. Like I keep saying, I'm going to start laughing at motherfuckers for not listening. And we're going to see more of these Hebrew Israelite females getting killed. They kids getting killed. The killer going to prison. Don't give a damn. Because they doing it for the Most High. And all types of fuckery. So, I don't know. I'm about to close the thing up. Y'all got any last words? Anything else to say to add to it or anything?
I don't have much else to say except stay out of the cults and don't get involved in other kinds of evil groups.
Yep.
Don't fall for that evil stuff either, you know. But that's it. Yeah.
I have to say, great find on that video. But I also, want to also bring to everyone's attention too on just how it relates to his little troll avatar of the kid's name is I think Latarian. Because ultimately that's what Latarian started stealing cars for, is because he got on the news and everybody started interviewing him, and then he stole another car, and then he beat up his grandmother for chicken wings. So and then they went on judge duty. So it's I don't know. Great.
That little nigga. Oh, I thought she just said like on an interview or something. I ain't buying no more chicken wings.
No, that's a true story. No. Oh, you thought I was playing when I said that? I was giving my theory on why he spazzed out, because like I said, Lil Milton is used to ordering some chicken wings and eating them before he gets to the register, so he got to pay for them. But now he's famous, so he can't be eating chicken wings in the store. Everybody gonna know who he is now. Be like, yo, he's stealing, and grandma ain't got no money to pay for them chicken wings. So now he's throwing a fit because he can't do what he used to do with his behavior. I was eat chicken wings before he got to the cash register. Spaz it out.
That's pretty cool. But I'm gonna head off. Take care, man. Gotta go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Yeah, I hear that.
Like a two-headed shark. I need to go eat. Yeah, I'll see you around, man.
All right, thanks a lot, Negi.
Yep, no problem.
So where is Latarius now? Thanks, Negi. Where's Latarius now? Like, is he in prison?
So as of 2017, I mean, he's probably not in prison now, because as of 2017, he then learned as an adult that you can't steal a car and get famous. You steal a car and go to jail. So that's where Latarian, as of 2017, is where he was at. And that's what I had said about his grandmother, saying like, at least when he was an adult and he got into his fuck shit, his grandmother was like, I'm just going to pray for him. She ain't like, he didn't steal that car. My baby tried so hard. He wanted to be a movie star. She didn't do all that. She like, I don't got nothing to say. I'm going to pray for him. That's all I'm going to do. Oh, see, this is what I can't do. You got 10 seconds. There you go. Because, listen, Negi was up here. I could do it, but I'm not. I'll do it myself.
I caught that shit. So I saw something that he carjacked somebody.
Yes, in 2017, like I said, as an adult. So like I said, like he learned like the fact that you really got famous, the fact that you did not learn that you were a special exception, and like first of all, the fact that he just really should have been pushed to do something else other than trying to get famous. Because people do some real strange things for some change. I think it's trick or treating in my neighborhood. I think it's trick or treating in my neighborhood tonight. I told you, like the rich people don't like they be tricking the kids from the city. Like we don't have our shit on Halloween. We have our shit on another day. And guess what? My dog gonna be sitting in the front yard.
They should. And it's a shame that it's that bad. Like out here, like nobody do that shit on my street no more. We got the people on the corner. They scared the dog shit out of my ass the other day. They had a werewolf. Like they had a sensor or something. So when you pass the fence, that motherfucker was like, I thought it was a real dog and shit. That's just fucking. Like I was shook. I was like, oh shit. I know they don't got no gate. Like, so I'm like, oh shit, this thing about to get my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like Craig and shit. You have to worry about being no dog catching. You have to worry about the dog. Shit. But every house used to have lights on on Halloween back in the day. Not no more. Not no more. And know what you see out here trick or treating? People that don't even live out here.
Listen.
The Puerto Ricans projects and shit with Lupe and little Lily and El Waldo and all the motherfuckers got the little girls dressed up like prostitutes. And
listen. You see. Yeah, let me make sure my porch light is on so they don't get shit twisted. You see, what the fuck was I about to say? I can't remember because I had to make sure my porch light wasn't on. I can't remember. I'm gonna remember in a second. I was high. Yeah, I don't know where I was going. Like I said, I seen the trick or treater, the release. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You see my name? It says Chicka Pow, right? So yeah. I can't allow, you know what I'm saying? Only one. It's like it's everybody milk that shit. Everybody. So if the little kids gotta come to your neighborhood and get the $1 candy bars, I say go to the neighborhood and get them candy bars. Because you might not get shit for Christmas.
You stupid.
I'm just saying though. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, you know, I always gotta give different perspectives. That fucking candy bar could be the only thing that someone gave him all year. Or her. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, don't get compassionate now. Keep that same attitude. Say fuck them kids. There you go.
Fuck them kids. Yep. Yeah, they be coming by the mini. I ain't gonna say that because I'm on YouTube and I'm not around my friends and people like this bitch is because you know I'm still deep cleaning rugs and stuff. So you can, you know, I was gonna say I could pay somebody. But yeah, I can get up out of here and stuff.
Yeah, great show. Like I said, I hope somebody can hear that because like I said, it's great find on that video. Great share.
But you know, they won't listen until they become a victim. And then they're gonna want to come over here on the Killer B show.
Listen, remember the internet is forever, so you know.
Yep.
You might be.
Yep. Yeah, somebody calling your ass and shit. I know you gotta go.
All the time.
Yep. Mine. So with that, y'all, I'm Killer B the Witch Finder General. Like, share, subscribe. If y'all coming in late, make sure you hop on and check out the rest of the video. It was a good one. You can check out the ending of yesterday's last night's video, which I will have that guest on again tonight. We call his name is Max, I guess. Like he done told me 3-4 other different names. Chicka Pow likes to call him Letarius.
It's now
Little Milton right now.
Little Milton
yeah,
now.
We on his head. We got something special. Yeah, we got something special for Little Milton and stuff. And I don't know. We can see how it goes. So hopefully I'll probably go live maybe around like 9 or some shit like that. 9:30, 10. Something.
All right, well you know what to do.
Yep. All right. Thanks to all my supporters. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.